In this life, I believe we are born equal, but as we grow up as individuals, everyone has separating qualities. Some people are tall, big, strong, naturally beautiful, and some of the latter. Some people are born with disabilities and it can be seen as a handicap if the person lets it stop them, or it can be seen as an enhancement for something else within you. Guys, my name is Unchained, your neighborhood samurai. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't been there before, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification. I'm trying to get like the big dogs, so show your boys some love. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about the anime GANGSTA. Some of you lot might have overlooked this gem. And specifically, we're going to be talking about the character Nicolas, who is a deaf mercenary who just has killer instinct. So we have Nicolas Brown. He's one of the central protagonists in the anime GANGSTA. He's a deaf Twilight and a former mercenary, currently part of the Handymen alongside Warwick and Alex. Nicolas is mostly quiet and aloof, even to people he likes. He occasionally speaks out of irritation or when someone isn't able to understand sign language, but he's mostly reserved because he doesn't want to accommodate for those that can't communicate with him. Though frequently irritable, he's also capable of small acts of kindness, such as which you could say is rare for a mercenary like him, but his true character peeks through, especially during battle. He's almost seen smiling often while in battle, hinting at a sadistic side which complements his thrill for blood. Moreover, he tends to toy with his opponents that are weakening him before finishing them off without any remorse. The reason he has such killer instinct is due to the fact that he's a Twilight. Twilights are titles given to children and descendants of those who use the cerebral drug, which is used to heighten their physical proneness, such as their fighting capabilities, their sight, their reflexes, etc. So these Twilights are almost like projects. From birth, they are registered and controlled using tags, which have been implanted with chips that monitor their vital signs. Each tag has a rank, and when a Twilight achieves a certain number of skills, otherwise deemed sufficiently powerful enough to advance, his or her rank will be promoted, and the character Nicolas happens to be a Twilight. There are 3 laws to being a Twilight. The first law: Twilight shall not deliberately harm any human, nor shall they allow a human to come to harm through inaction. The second law: Twilights must obey any order given to them by a human, the only exception being if the order conflicts with the first law. The third law: Twilights must protect themselves as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. So they're almost like dogs. They're seen as not humans, only as objects. And that's why the character Nicolas is so acute in his anime, because the person that he bows down to, I would say, is actually his friend. So he's cut a bit different from the other Twilights. Now let's talk about what makes Nicolas such a beast. Nicolas's fighting abilities manifest at their fullest when he is dosed with a cerebral drug. Under the effects of the drug, he has higher than average speed, reflexes, strength and pain endurance. But in addition, he's also got the power of not being able to hear, so that heightens his other senses such as his touch, reflexes, his visual aspects, which makes him something of a force of nature. He's also an expert swordsman. Being Nicolas' primary weapon, Nicolas is highly proficient and efficient with his swords. He's almost like a master swordsman. Some would argue his disability in not hearing and being deaf would hinder him as a person, as a character, as a fighter. But for me, it's the total opposite. I feel like it's helped him achieve a greater power. It's allowed him to ascend to greater lengths because he knows he has the handicap. So he knows he has to improve in other aspects to make up for what he's missing. Throughout the whole anime, Nicolas' character has gone through struggle and pain. Like being in the Twilight program when he was a child, like having a father and a prostitute for his mother, not experiencing true love. The only love that he has is for fighting. And like I said, his true character comes out when he is in battle, and you can see him most times with a smile on his face while he's in battle, ready to die, ready to lay down his sword whenever it might be. I feel like the only thing that actually keeps his character sane within the realm of humanity is his friend Warwick, who he's known since he was a child, and who happens to be, you could say, his master, but he doesn't treat him like his master, and they both work together to achieve their goals. Guys, this is Nicolas Brown, and he's a true beast within the anime community, and he definitely has some Black Air Force energy going on. He doesn't let his disability hold him back. He doesn't let his past hold him back. Instead, he keeps moving forward, trying to progress through life, trying to find his end goal, you know. And I believe, yeah, that's what you call a crazy character. So they didn't know he was a death mercenary. They didn't know he had killer instinct, but God did. Anyways, guys, this is your boy Jay Unchained. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you watched this anime before. This anime is called GANGSTA. If you haven't watched it before, make sure you definitely check it out. It's dope. And I'm looking out. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell notification, and show your boy some love. Peace.